You were saying.
Oh, yeah. So what kind of champion would Seth Rollins be, even if you gave him the title?
Dolph Ziggler. But hey, yo. I don't know. There's been a long run of chicken shit heel champions. He'd just be another one of those.
I know, but
JBL really was a classic example of that.
But even within the storyline of this, the heat is never on Seth Rollins. It was on the Authority.
Yeah.
They were the true villains of this.
Triple H was the champion, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is just the lapdog of Triple H.
Yeah.
And so Seth Rollins is not getting any kind of real reaction here. It's still John Cena because it's just... I mean, they could give the title to Seth, but it's not going to mean anything at all.
Yeah. So, yeah, the ref gets bumped, and everyone just kind of threw up their hands. Everyone in the room was just like, okay, here we go. And I don't know why you need a ref bump in a fucking tables match.
No.
Well, they actually, I do. Because then everyone interferes, and then but Cena rises above and he throws Seth through a table. Ref's down, though. So then the flunkies come in and they start, quote, clearing up the evidence that Cena threw him through a table. Clearing up the evidence. And that's where I gave up. I was like, so there's nobody watching backstage. In any other match, a new referee would come down, right? And just ring the bell. But no, this time we're sticking with the comatose referee.
No, is there a reason that a ref should be in the ring?
There's no need for a referee to be there, yeah.
You could have him purely on the outside. Yeah. He sees when someone goes through a table and then, oh, there you go.
This isn't hard to miss.
No.
But anyway, so the ref gets bumped, and so there's no reason for the ref not to be down there. But in any other match, there would be. So, yeah, the ref is down. They start cleaning up the evidence. And I go, there's not going to be another ref. I give up. So, yeah, the ref comes to, and there's no debris. And so he's, what? And then what, a Big Show comes down?
There's more fighting. I don't care.
Yeah.
He beats up J&J Security. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then, like another ref bump or something. And then Big Show...
Yeah, the ref gets bumped again.
For some reason comes down, I guess because heel.
Because finally, he wants to have it. He wants to have his fucking feud with John Cena that Eric Rowan rudely interrupted.
So John Cena can finally get his hands on Big Show.
Yeah. He can finally get his hands on Big Show. So, yeah, then Big Show comes out and we're like, oh, fuck, Jesus Christ, man. And then immediately Roman Reigns comes through the crowd. And his music hits. And he comes down through the crowd. How did the guy in the production truck know that Roman Reigns was going to come down through the crowd? Did he text the production?
He's like, I'm coming in.
You better hit my music now.
He cocked this son of a bitch. And
he cocked this fist and made it rain up in this bitch.
Made it rain up in this bitch.
Don't ever do this and make it rain again. Like, I hate that. But yeah, his music hits and all of a sudden he appears. Like, apparently there's a guy watching and he's not got like a hotline. The same guy who hit Dean Ambrose's music when he pulled up in the taxi cab.
Yeah.
He's like, you know that new sound you're looking for?
I like he's just I like he was just randomly cruising around in a taxi cab. In that city. He sees Seth Rollins challenging him and he's just like, don't, you go.
To the arena. How far are we from the arena? 2 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Less than that. Take down exit. He comes down and he Superman punches everybody and
he's got a vest that I think is like the streamlined D-Lo chest protector.
His outfit. It's gotta go. They're trying to do like I almost want to say glammed up version of his flak jacket from the Shield days. No, it's really not good. It's like I want to say it's like carbon fibered, but at the same time it's shiny. Like it's not good. It's too much. Like it's got pockets everywhere, and the pockets have like silver piping. Yeah, it really doesn't work.
But Paul Heyman was there to remind us that a champion exists, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Brock Lesnar is the reigning defending world champion, and he took the belt away from Daniel Bryan, who was unable to defend the championship for over a month.
Holy shit! Like Daniel Bryan could still be out with the championship. Why
He's defended the title about as many times as Brock Lesnar did, and I like how Paul Heyman reminded us that Brock is the reigning defending world champion, even though literally every time he's defended the World Heavyweight Championship, he has lost. I'm just saying. That's all.
So Paul Heyman was shitting a brick because John Cena.
And he's like trying not to show he's sweating, but he's sweating.
What was next? Oh,
AJ.
Yeah.
Nikki and AJ.
AJ Lee.
I don't care.
Nikki Bella. Hairspray, I guess.
They fought, and why are they still fighting?
Boobs.
What? No. Why are AJ and Nikki still fighting? Is it who is the Divas champion?
Nikki.
Holy shit.
Because Brie did the lesbian.
Yeah. I think AJ may be retiring very soon. Don't you? I think she may be done pretty soon. Yeah. So she won with hairspray in the eyes. Yeah, Nikki did. That's it. Really. Brie just kind of sat outside just going, "Come on, Nikki! Yeah!" That's it. Really. Am I really minimizing the match that much? In saying, I don't care, and hairspray? Bitches be crazy and I don't know what's going on.
I went back to Zelda.
Yeah, you gave up. I don't blame you. I wish I had Zelda. Can I play Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay. Rusev and Jack. Ooh. Wow. Oh, but I'm gonna fuck up your game.
Rusev and Jack Swagger.
Yeah. Oh, this had tension. Fuck. I hope the guy who has failed hard twice to beat the dominant Russian somehow inexplicably managed to win this time.
Can we just sign John Cena versus Rusev for WrestleMania and he can just piss off until then?
God, I hope not. If that really is the plan for WrestleMania, fuck goodbye. Yeah, no.
You know it is, because he's a real American.
At WrestleMania? This WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Rusev and Cena? Oh. No.
Who else are they going to put him with? Either one.
No. Rusev, I don't know, but WrestleMania, you got to figure Roman Reigns is going to be involved somehow. I figure Brock and Roman Reigns. Or some combination of Brock, Cena, and Roman Reigns. I don't know which of the three, but or Daniel Bryan if he manages to make it back. I highly doubt Daniel Bryan would. Highly doubt. In fact, I'm still of the opinion that there's a very good chance that Daniel Bryan is done. But even though he's doing the whole "I'll be back," yes, I think there's a good chance he's done. But we'll see. But anyway, Rusev for the here and now. Why the fuck are we doing Jack Swagger and Rusev? Did a single person in the world, counting Jack Swagger, care about this? The answer is no.
I'm still waiting to care about Rusev.
Oh, that's cold. I like Rusev. Best babyface in the company.
Is somehow want us to care about an 80s Russian feud.
I cannot believe when they brought out Jack Swagger again to stop Rusev's reign of terror again. I seriously thought it was one of those moments where I thought I was dreaming. You know, like when you're watching, sometimes when you're like awake and something so stupid happens, you're like, is this a dream? Like, this is so stupid. I seriously, I was watching, I couldn't believe it. It was one of those deja vu moments where the only explanation for it is I am reliving a memory. No, they brought out Jack Swagger again. Impossible to care. And it was like they hit the reset button on the commentators. Bradshaw somehow completely forgot that he had failed twice already. He was like, come on, Swagger! Ha ha! Real American! Ha! Real American! Gonna beat him! Gonna stick up for the Stars and Stripes! 13 stars, whatever, 13 stars and 50 stars and 13 bars, whatever. Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm like, oh dear God, shut up, Bradshaw. Like, now he believes. Now he's gonna do it twice before now. And then he fails. He's like, it looks like he let this country down, Michael. God damn it.
I'm done with this.
If he failed again, and I'm like, I don't care. Nobody cared. They wrestled a competent match, but nobody cared. This was such a test pattern. You want to talk about just treading water. So, this is another thing I'm talking about when it comes to how bad the product is. You know, AJ and Nikki was a fine match. Honestly, Rusev and Swagger was a fine match. Guess how many times I've seen it? The answer is 3. But guess how many times I've seen, like, AJ and Nikki? I have lost fucking count.
AJ and Nikki wasn't a good match. Even if I tried separating myself from it.
It's the last one, right? We're on the last one.
Yep. Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me rant about my thing, and then you can rant about your thing. And we don't have much time on my battery. What we got, 35 minutes? Sorry, I was staring deep into your souls for a minute. Dean Ambrose's face. He has one. I like Dean Ambrose as a character. Except his face. I can appreciate the fact they're trying to do an anti-hero thing, okay? He's crazy, did you know that? But you're doing that thing. I can see you in the screen. They want to try this Stone Cold Steve Austin thing, but they honestly have no idea how to do it. They have forgotten what a Stone Cold is. So, or at least they can't do it again, not in the PG era. But, and I don't think Dean Ambrose knows how to do it. But either way, whoever's forgotten how to do it, Dean Ambrose's interpretation of crazy, or whatever they've told Dean Ambrose to do to act crazy, involves pulling George the Animal Steel faces.
So you call it Stone Cold. I call it Macho Madness. Macho Man was crazy, I guess you could say.
He didn't do this.
But he was quirky. He had his own character, and you trusted it. So when he's going like, ooh, he's the cup of coffee and dig it, you're just like, yeah, that's macho.
Okay, well, there's crazy, but during the match, I can see how he wants to act like unhinged and, you know, like flighty. Like he doesn't know what he's gonna do next. Like he's capable of anything, and like, you know, his attention like darts around, and he's like, I don't know, you know, kind of like, you know, like he's rabid or something like that. I get that, but at all times his mouth is open. He's always, he's like a dog, and he's always doing something with his fucking tongue. It's disgusting. Even when he's angry at somebody, I'm drooling all over. Like even now, like when he's chasing after Bray Wyatt, you know, he's swearing vengeance after his fucking soul. He smashes his chair. He's like, Bray, I'm coming after your soul. You know, I'm like, he's just lolling his tongue out all the time. He's like licking his own blah, blah. During matches, he's looking at the, during the match, he's looking at this TV monitor and he's like, and what is with the tongue? Put the tongue away. Miley Cyrus doesn't stick her fucking tongue out this much. It's like George the Animal Steel. George the Animal Steel would do this thing where he like sticks his tongue out and he would eat things like a geek. It really is weird. Like, how am I supposed to take this guy seriously when he acts like a dog? I don't know. It really has made me turn the corner on this guy. It's just this one mannerism that no matter how good a worker he is, and no matter how much I would like the character, the way they've booked the character, he's an idiot. And he's really just massively, honestly, personally unappealing.
No. He's crazy.
He's crazy.
Did you know that?
And in this match, we finally get to see who managed to out-crazy the other.
Crazy. Okay, now this is my rant.
Did we see... but they're trying to out-crazy each other.
This is my rant on the announcers.
Please, go.
The buzzwords and the things that they gotta reiterate.
I will step back and...
Crazy. Did you know Dean Ambrose is crazy?
He's crazy?
Did you know Bray Wyatt is crazy?
He is crazy.
They're crazy. And they're in this match, it's about who can out-crazy each other.
What?
Crazy.
What? They're both crazy, though.
But who's the craziest?
I don't know.
That's why they're doing this.
They should have a match.
Yes. This is a match for who can out-crazy the other person.
That's brilliant. Because they're crazy.
Shut the fuck up, announcers.
But no, if they have a match, but what kind of match? They should have a TLC match because they could do crazy shit, and whoever does the craziest shit.
For one, Dean Ambrose isn't crazy. Okay, he's about as crazy as Martin Riggs in Lethal Weapon 4, aka not crazy.
But he carries fucking ketchup in a holster, and he steals hot dog carts. If that's not crazy, I don't know what the fuck it is.
And if we're having a real crazy off here, how come none of this is like crazy? I imagine it like Dean Ambrose digging in his pants and like smearing shit on his face, and then Bray Wyatt will go over and lick Michael Cole, and then
don't give him ideas.
And then the other one will start speaking in tongues, and then Bray Wyatt will stand on his head and play the banjo. I mean,
he kind of does stand on his head.
That's crazy off here.
He did emerge from a smoking heavenly ambulance, from which he was instantly cured of his crushed trachea.
But simply having a competitive match does not determine the crazier person.
He didn't even have a sore throat. Maybe he took a Ricola. I'm sure he had a sore throat. Go on.
Well, there was vapor action in that ambulance.
I'm sure he filled the ambulance with Vicks Vapo Rub.
Soothing menthol.
He had to fill. It was like a hyperbaric chamber, but after it was like almost like a Bacta tank with vapor. It was like full of lemony scent. And after a weekend of being isolated in there, his crushed trachea was healed. Anyway, they were trying to out crazy one another.
They're crazy.
But they were trying to they were trying to out crazy one another in this match because it's a crazy match.
And the winner of the person who's crazier gets mayonnaise.
That's pretty crazy. I was gonna say the loser had to take a shower. There are a lot of unwashed people on this pay-per-view. Yeah.
Cut back some budget. WWE can't afford showers.
Why was this the main event?
I guess because they thought that John Cena wasn't going to do anything that would really pop the crowd.
Except win.
I know, but tables, ladders, and chairs, they're going to do crazy spots. Crazy.
The only thing I can think of is that the Dean Ambrose match was the only true tables, ladders, and chairs match. And the John Cena match, while the most important by far, because it was for essentially the number one contenders match,
and
was just a tables match. But still, it's by far had the highest stakes.
it was standard. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe this stuff would have been better, but you already had a card where if you're into that sort of thing, people already beat the fuck out of each other way worse in other matches. So even when they were doing the table spots, it was weak compared to the other stuff.
Yeah. But, I mean, now people are going to say, like, you would just complain if they put John Cena in the main event. No, you put matches where they belong, and the match with the highest stakes is the main event. I mean, this was over a chair. This is over a rocking chair. It's not the main event, anyway. Sorry.
But Dean Ambrose went through like a small ladder onto a table, and then went on a medium ladder onto a table, and then they got the big ladder and went through the Spanish announce table.
I'm sorry. I just found this tiresome. Like, I can see that...
Their match last month was better.
Yeah. I know where they were going with this, where he's like, I'm gonna go up the little ladder and then elbow drop. Yay, that was fun. Ooh, I found a bigger ladder. I'm gonna do that. But it took so long. You know, if you had him so immobilized that you can elbow drop him through a small ladder and then do it that way, and then you have him so immobilized after that you can climb up a medium ladder and then do that, and then you have him so immobilized you can grab the biggest ladder in the world and then elbow drop him through that. Pin him!
The one thing I'll say about Bray Wyatt is this is probably the one time we see RVD write finishes, because I can only imagine massive amounts of dope smoking is involved with the finishes of, specifically with Bray Wyatt matches.
Yeah.
It's like, we can't end up with a schmoz, we can't end up with someone interfering.
Except Genie.
We've got to craft like the most batshit crazy, just never explained what the fuck moments. Like when the weird voice kid.
Yeah, they never explained
stopped John Cena. Never explained. He's just Bray Wyatt. He's crazy.
Do we ever explain the Princess Leia's run-in?
Princess Leia's hologram. Never explained. And this one, for some reason, even though it's never been there in the history of WWE for 30 years. There's this TV monitor below the ring. Why?
It's for the dwarves who do the little people's court
with the Shawn Michaels and Triple H that went in down there.
Because there's a portal to another dimension of dwarves and leprechauns that live under the ring. It is internally consistent.
Okay, but Dean, I guess because he's crazy, gets in his mind that he really wants to hit Bray with this.
Because that would hurt a lot.
Even though there's chairs, ladders, tables, and stairs in this match.
Well, had he hit him with it anyway, he would have been disqualified. Because it is not, in fact, a TLC TV monitors match.
A plastic and flexible glass TV monitor would have hurt worse.
It would have hurt a lot.
He gets in his mind he's going to do that. He tries once, but damned if the cords just aren't long enough.
Yeah, he gets hung up, but like the cord is not long enough, so he gets like hung up on it, and he's like, shit.
He runs again, and jerking the cords out causes a massive explosion that just hits him right in the face.
Yeah, the sparks fly out and it blinds him, which is actually pretty cool looking. I liked it. It was pretty cool looking. The problem, I always cringe a little bit when I see like a prop finish like that, because it could so easily go wrong. You know, it's like whenever they involve flash paper in a finish, it could so easily fuck up. And I always wonder what they do if it does. What the backup plan is.
But
let's say the sparks didn't go off, right? What does he do? He just hits him with it?
Yeah.
And then he wins? Or does he like trip and fall or what? Like, they're so fucked.
But I guess I'll give it that this wasn't a supernatural finish. Like, we didn't get a Yeti to come out and crush him.
Or do they have Princess Leia on standby?
Yeah, but like, who was like, we need a finish to this match? What if he grabbed a TV? Why would there be a TV? Just roll with it. Okay, he's got a TV and he's trying to hit him with it, but like the cord comes out and it like blows up in his face.
At least they set it up in the sense that like he grabs the TV earlier in the match and using it, he sees that big fucking ladder. You know, that's why he was looking at it and he was like, and he sees, that's how he sees that big ladder, is he sees it with his tongue, because he can taste,
searching it.
He can taste the vibrations in the air, and he smelled the ladder off in the distance. But yeah, that's how he did it. Was like somehow the moving the monitor let him see the ladder, and he was like, bleh, he goes off and gets it. So at least they kind of established its presence. He just didn't reach under there and grab it like at the very end. He just reached at the beginning. So at least we knew it existed early on, so we weren't stunned at the end. We were just stunned early.
So
whatever.
It was just a baffling way because no one got over. It was meant to protect people.
Yeah.
But it was an end by clusterfuck. So it's like no one got over. Both people were kind of protected from getting beat, but no one was over.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, you say it protects them. I disagree, because it makes Dean Ambrose look like an idiot. Which is what I've been saying since the beginning, because the Dean Ambrose is an idiot.
No, he's crazy. Okay.
No, he's stupid. I kept saying Seth Rollins, when he broke from the Shield, was going, I founded the Shield and I found myself surrounded by idiots and losers. And guess what? Dean Ambrose picked a fight with him and he turned out to be an idiot and a loser. I was going, Seth, you had a point. Although you're a fucking loser too, but you were right about Dean. Turns out Roman Reigns was the only talent among you. In terms of character, I'm just saying. Like, they're all great wrestlers, just in terms of characters, shit. That's all I got. Who won? Oh, the Sparks. Yeah, he gets blinded. He eats Sister Abigail and wins. I don't know. Did winning benefit anybody? If Dean had won, yay?
A chair was avenged.
A chair. You know what? I know people who could fix that chair. I mean, sure, it wouldn't have been.
Well, it wasn't held together good in the first place. It just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been all original components. It wouldn't have been quite the same. But
some wood glue and.
No. Like, I'm sure the wood probably was damaged in some places, but for the most part, you could probably get it fixed. I mean, I could still see you being pissed. Of course, you'd be pissed, but it wasn't a total loss. Come on, man. Kick the guy's ass, get your chair fixed, he'll get over it. This was a bad pay-per-view. This was really bad. Do I hate everything? Is that... Am I being really... Like, I know... Forget the Dolph Ziggler thing. Just put that aside. That's me. Everything else, though. Am I being unfair?
I was bored for most of it.
That's the thing. That's fair. That's fair to say, and that's the sign of a bad pay-per-view. Is if it's boring. If it doesn't hold your interest, it's no good.
Yeah.
If it's just boring, that's a big problem with them now. Is it's just repetitive. It's the same thing, right?
I want less. Give me less.
That's exactly what I was saying. In my last review, is there's way too much fucking TV, and that's part of what makes NXT so good.
And you could, and people will say, "Well, just don't watch it."
I don't.
That's the weird part. I don't watch it, and I still feel like it's too much.
Yeah.
Like,
you remember, like, if you were to tune in to the pay-per-view and you were to see John Cena and Randy Orton again, you'd go, this is why I don't watch anymore. At a pay-per-view. But that's the reason. Part of the reason why NXT is so fresh is because there's actually so little time devoted to it. There's still some.
Most of the shows are squash matches.
No.
The ones I've seen so far. I haven't seen them all, so...
They're not all squash. But there are... They do give squash matches to... There are squash matches.
Like, the Vaudevillains will get over, the Ascension will get over, Adrian Neville will beat someone. There's very rarely just, like, the bullshit finish.
But, yeah, and squash matches are an important part of the show. However, when they book squash matches, they don't book them against other named talent on the roster.
Correct.
They book them against nobodies. Local wrestlers who have no names. In fact, I've seen many occasions where the people they squash, they don't even give them names. I saw one where the Ascension beat a tag team who didn't get an entrance, who weren't even named. They were just referred to as, quote, these two young gentlemen, who then lost in about 15 seconds.
Adrian Neville is not squashing Tyler Breeze or Sami Zayn or any of those other people.
No. And you're rarely going to see, on NXT anyway...
Adrian Neville wouldn't job out the Ascension.
No.
But you would see that in Raw.
Yeah, John Cena, for instance, would routinely beat the tag team champions.
John Cena, if he was put in a handicap match with like the Usos,
the tag team champions would beat them.
He would beat the fuck out of them.
He would beat them 2-on-1. They would often do that to put him over as like a legit contender. And I'm not saying that as an exaggeration or to put down John Cena. I have seen this happen.
It's the way of business.
I've seen this happen many times, where the heel authority figure would put him in a handicap match against the tag team champions, and he would win. Just the way it happens, because it's John Cena. And it wouldn't just be, it would be Randy Orton too. I've seen Randy Orton, Triple H do that. So it's not just him. I've seen Big Show do that.
Triple H
would do that a lot. Triple H especially. Actually, Triple H more than John Cena would do that. Triple H would squash tag team champions all fucking time. The Miz and Mizdow have that coming. I wish they would do that.
The IC and US champion get bitched out to everyone.
Oh, the blatant disqualification on the tag team championship match. On a pay-per-view, fuck you. Don't ever... I hate that. I hate that when it's on TV. Just in the middle of a title match, just to crank the guy with the fucking title belt or a trophy or whatever and walk out. I hate that. One of the stupidest things, one of the most insulting things I've ever seen in wrestling happened with... it really has to do with the tag team titles, but also there was the Battle Royal. I believe it was for Rusev's U.S. title, and we're running out of time, but this actually has a lot to do with what we're talking about. It might have been it was a Battle Royal for one of the titles, but I believe it was for Rusev's. The Miz and Mizdow are in the ring, and Miz gets thrown over the top rope, and Mizdow, seeing this, immediately throws himself over the top rope after him. This was a battle royal for the wrestling championship of the United States. And we had a guy who had a chance at this, saw the Miz get thrown over the top rope, and because he's a clown, threw himself after him. That is how little in storyline, that's how little it matters. Yeah. That's how little the tag team championships... See, this is why nobody cares.
I don't mean to be bitter. I mean,
this is why nobody cares!
Because I can watch other wrestling programs. I mean, I told you I don't really watch Ring of Honor and all that other stuff. But that's just because of availability. Yeah. Like, when I do watch it, I enjoy it. Yeah. So I enjoy wrestling. It's just, they do so much to take me out. Yeah. I can, it's so hard. It's so hard watching a full Raw.
Yeah.
It takes effort.
3 hours. Who has that much time?
It takes so much effort.
Yeah. I mean, you've got shit to do. So do I. But, yeah, can you see why should you care about the U.S. Championship when they get jobbed out constantly, and when the wrestlers care so little for carrying the United States Championship of Wrestling that the guy goes, sees, oh well, and just throws himself over the top rope because, fuck it.
Well, he was saving his career at that point.
Yeah, honestly, it was the best move he could have made. Because had he won the belt, that's the worst thing you could have done for your career. God, he would have gone on a losing streak, the thing of legend. When Dolph Ziggler won the you know what? He just won it again.
Poor bastard.
Oh my God, the losing streak he's going to go on. I just realized that. Dolph Ziggler with the Intercontinental Championship, it's going to cause a rift in the space-time continuum, the suckage of which will never... God, why would he want that belt again? I'm done. How about you?
Same here.
NXT was so much better. The comparative limited amount of TV time makes it so much more special. You can still feature these guys, and when they show up, it's special. When they have matches, they're special. And you don't get tired of them, and you don't see too much of them, and you like each of the characters. And you can have jobber matches, and then they job out, they go away. I hate this show. I hate everything about it. Goodbye. As always, a pleasure watching wrestling with you again, except for the wrestling part. As always, it's about the people you're watching it with, and especially lately, not the people who's in the ring doing the wrestling. But it's always a pleasure talking about wrestling with you people who are watching it, us talking about I'm just digging a hole here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching me agonize over it, and thank you for watching me agonize over it, and patiently, very patiently, enduring my angry tirades. Although I got to see you go uncorked a couple times, which was very entertaining for me. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.